Yo, what's up guys? This is my first time testing out this stream. Let me see if I'm on. Looking good, looking good. Sweet. Yo, what's up guys? This is my first time testing out this. Sweet, so I'm gonna be cooking up some dinner right now, some steak and potatoes. And meanwhile, you guys are welcome to ask any questions, fitness, health, diet, or mindset related. And just come hang out and we'll have a good one. What up, Bono? Howdy. First up, we're going to start with the taters. They take the longest to cook. Going to give them a rinse off right off the bat. I leave my skins on, but you can peel them if you want to. I don't mind the skins though. While those dry off, we're going to heat up the pan. And this is where most people, not most people, this is where most French fries go wrong, is the oil they're cooked in. So canola oil, vegetable oil, complete garbage, peanut oil. You want to avoid all that crap. So my favorites to cook French fries is organic avocado oil or some good old bacon grease, which I've been saving after I cook the bacon. Save the grease and now cook my potatoes with it. So we're going to put a good amount in here. Let that heat up while we cut up the potatoes. I got me this little French fry maker, super clutch. If your potatoes are too big, you gotta cut them in half. Disclaimer here. Go. Now we got taters cooking up. Check this out. Now that those are going, let's get the steak marinating. And I say marinating, but I pretty much just blast it with salt. All sides. Using that Redmond's real salt. This is a grass-fed New York strip that I got from the farmer's market. So I'm excited about this guy. Redmond's Real Salt. I'm going to make sure to get all sides nice and evenly. That won't take nearly as long to cook, so in the meantime, I'm going to chop up a mango. Check out my new cutting board. Got this guy at the farmer's market. Huge find. Got a mango and an apple. Cosmic Crisp. These are so fire. Let's see if this sits right. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see this cutting board? My first time testing out this stream, so sorry it's a little rough. We get a 1 in the chat if you can see this cutting board. Please. Oh, never mind, I can see it now. I cut up a lot of mangoes, so let me show you guys the secret sauce for cutting up a mango right here. So you cut it right along the seed, both sides. And then here I'm just cleaning off the seed, so I usually snack on this while I'm cutting it. Ooh. Almost had a casualty. How you guys doing tonight? You still in here, Bundle? Okay. Now for the little trick. Most people know about this starting move, which you just cut it in squares. Now I'm sure you guys have seen where you flip this inside out and you got the chunks, but personally I like to use a spoon. Use a spoon and scoop these little cubes out. And then they're nice little bite-sized pieces. These potatoes need to stir. And there you have it. A bunch of nice little cubes. I like to scrape the little bits out of the skin. Get every last little piece. There's still a little bit left on this one. There you got it. A nice mango. It's a good one too. Wart, wart, wart. This is my mango knife. It's got the serrated edges and it's also flexible, so it makes it easy to cut right next to the seed. This is my go-to knife for everything else. Besides potatoes, I gotta use a big one. For that I use this guy. So my potato knife, mango knife, and then everything else. I didn't realize how crucial it was to have a sharp knife before. Like, my knives were kind of sharp initially and then they got dull, but they were never super sharp, so I didn't really know what I was missing until I got some actual sharp knives. So actually I had a buddy come over. We're cutting potatoes, they're coming out all jagged. He's like, dude, you need a nice pair of knives. It's a kitchen essential. I took his word, got some knives. He was right. It's an absolute game changer for the kitchen. If you don't already have some nice sharp knives, you need to get you some. Rocky's ready. I usually give him the core, so he knows the drill. As soon as I start cutting up an apple, come here, boy. Up, up, up. Good boy, spin. Good boy. There, he gets his little treat. Rocky munch munch. You guys got any questions so far? Anything about cooking, fitness, diet, mindset, whatever. I got a little buffer zone here while we're waiting for the potatoes to get a little cooked before we toss in the steak. So we'll probably start this in like 5 minutes. In the meantime, I could prep the bread. So for the longest time, I did not eat bread. Let's go there. So for the longest time, get out. For the longest time, I did not eat bread because I heard about folic acid. They add folic acid into the grain supply in the United States, and it's in everything. You check the package, if it's made of wheat or grain, some type of bread, most things are. Any carbohydrates, look on the back, it says enriched or fortified. That means they added folic acid. There ain't nothing enriched or fortified about that. Folic acid is the synthetic version of folate, which our bodies need folate. It's an essential mineral, which can be found in fruit and meat and some veggies too. But the folic acid is man-made, and it would be alright, but the amount that they add into the bread is like 70% more than what the human body can process. So with all that extra folic acid, you have some anti-digestion issues. I mean, our bodies can't process it. It's way more than what we need. So what happens? You get bloated, you get tired, you get sleepy, you get groggy. And whenever I cut out the breads, all that went away. I lost 10 pounds with ease. And I was already in good shape. So to lose 10 pounds was pretty crazy. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because there's like I think the bread is responsible for a lot of problems. People say there's a gluten intolerance. I bet you most of the gluten intolerances is a folic acid intolerance. Now, there's also been studies showing that 40% of people have this genetic mutation called the MTHFR gene. And if you have this genetic mutation, then you really can't process folic acid. And if you can't process folic acid, it's going to result in some other issues. And it commonly results in mental health issues. And right now we have a mental health crisis in our country. And I think a lot of it is coming to some people's inability to process folic acid. And it's in all the breads. Alright, sorry, that was my big old bread spill. Anyways, I gave that spill to a buddy in the sauna. We were just chilling there and just asking about my diet. And he told me, dude, you should try my mom's bread. She makes homemade sourdough. And I was like, interesting. He's like, yeah, man, it's only clean ingredients, no bullshit, nothing. He's like, you would like it. I was like, I'm interested, but can you ask her if there's any folic acid? So he did. And come to find out, there was no folic acid. So I was like, alright dude, I'll give it a try. And he asked his mom to bake me a loaf. And she did, bless their hearts. And no issues, no digestion problems, no bloating, no grogginess or brain fog. And now she bakes me a loaf every week and a half or so. Look at this beauty. Some homemade sourdough. 3 ingredients: water, salt, and wheat. That's what I'm talking about right there. So as of this month, I've had bread for the first time in over a year. I mean, definitely I cheated with bread. Of all the things that I eliminate, bread's the one that I'll cheat with on the most. But it's usually only if I go to like a super nice restaurant or something. Otherwise, I do a pretty good job avoiding it because I replace it with potatoes every gosh dang day. And people always ask me, don't you get tired of eating the same thing every day? It's like, no, I don't. I love steak and I love potatoes, and I don't get tired of them. nice little slice. I'm going to toss that in the oven to warm it up with some raw cheese on top. Ooh, it's delicious. Get out. We got a little bit of raw cheese. Absolutely love this stuff. I got a cheese story too, if anyone cares. Now we got time, so I'm gonna tell it. So around the time I cut out the bread, coincidentally, I wasn't eating any cheese. And that's mostly because I wasn't eating any sandwiches and whatnot, so no sandwiches, no cheese. And I didn't realize it, but my acne had cleared up. And then one day I was like, you know what? Some cheese on these potatoes would slap. So there I went. I got my potatoes ready. I threw a bunch of shredded cheese on there, and they came out amazing. I tore them up, and then that night I noticed my acne flared up big time. I was like, what the heck? No way. Don't tell me it's the cheese, because I love cheese. So I let my acne clear up again, tested it out, threw some more cheese on, flared up again. Dairy was the source of my acne. All this time, and I've been eating cheese my whole dang life. Cheese and ice cream are two of my favorite things. And so that was a sad realization, and I cut out cheese and milk and ice cream for a long time. And my acne finally went away, and I felt amazing. And then I heard Paul Saladino talking about how raw milk contains these enzymes that some people need to process dairy. So I was like, maybe if I had those enzymes, then my body could process it and I won't get the acne. Sure enough, I tested it out. Got my hands on some raw milk from the local market, 2 cans, before I found my milk plug. But tried it out, raw milk, no acne. Incredible. So then I was able to add dairy back into my life, which was a blessing. And oh my god, that was close. Whew. Clean that guy up. Adding dairy back in my life was nice, but it started with just milk. And then one day I was going through the grocery store at Natural Grocers, and I caught it in the corner, or spotted it in the corner of my eye, some raw cheese. I was like, what? You don't understand how hyped I was to see some raw cheese. So ever since then, I've been buying it every time I hit the grocery store. Gotta grab my raw cheese. I just found out a new brand actually this last time. Grazier's grass-fed raw Monterey Jack cheese. I have not tried this one yet. I'm super excited. This one's raw cheddar. Amazing. But I was like, maybe a new flavor. Mix it up a bit. Alright, I think it's about time to start warming up the steak pan. I'm going to use this big guy. It's got a nice thick bottom so it stays hot. But ultimately, I need 2 cast irons. So there's going to be another one added to the kitchen in the near future. Because I love cast irons. They cook really good, they stay super hot, and the cleanup is the easiest part. That's why I love it. I'll show you here in a second what I use. It's just super close. These stainless steel rings, and you just rub them on the cast iron, scrapes off anything that sticks, and yeah, you don't have to worry about sticking. But if you season it right and you take care of it, nothing should stick, so that's the other bonus. I think I'm going to move this cutting board so I don't have a disaster and drop all this good looking food. And good tasting. Let's get the oven going. I'm going to throw this in there. Ooh. Melt it up. Not yet. It's a little too early. What are we going to cook the steak in? You already know. We got some organic beef tallow. I'm going to give me a nice big scoop for this steak. Cooking a beef steak and beef fat. It's a money combo. Potatoes are cooking pretty good. They usually take like 20-25 minutes, so I usually get them going, that way the steak's not ready way before them. The steak really needs just 5 minutes each side. So I'm letting that pan warm up right now. We got some beef tallow in here warming up, and we're going to toss the steak in. Cheers. I guess one other thing we could do right now if you know me, you know I always got an avocado on my plate. Let's get this puppy rolling. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. little bit of salt for the avocado. And some salt for these potatoes. If you just hopped in, using the best salt in the world, Redmond's Real Salt. You know what else I've been liking throwing on these potatoes lately? Some cayenne pepper. Adds a little spice, helps with the blood flow. Barbara O'Neill says you cannot overdo cayenne pepper, so I'm like, I add it to almost everything. This pan's getting pretty warm. Might need time to toss the steak in. What do you guys think? Let's see. It ain't ready. Not yet. Let's crank that heat up. Go ahead and salt these again. More cayenne. Oh yeah. Let me show you guys a little trick for this steak. So this is a New York strip. The way you can tell is it's got this big old chunk of fat on one side of it. So that's called the fat cap. And what I like to do when I'm cooking it in a cast iron, even on a grill sometimes, I put it directly on the fat cap first. And that helps it cook better, and it helps keep the juices trapped inside the steak. Now also, if you don't do that, sometimes it can be kind of chewy and rubbery. But I found if you put it on there first for like a minute or two, it really helps make it soft and tender. So once this is warm, that fat cap's going on. Matter of fact, I think she's ready. Let's give this beef tallow a whirl around, and let's make some more. Woo! Like I said earlier, normally I prefer cooking my steak in the cast iron, but I gotta cook the potatoes, so I'm working on getting a second cast iron. Our cutting board is coming together nicely here. Now we just need the steak and taters. Oh, and the bread. Save this other half of the avocado for later. I need to figure out a better solution for this sticky wrap. I know that sticky residue ain't good. The other day my aunt had these little mini Ziploc baggies. Those were kind of clutch. Let's toss this bread. Sourdough bread, no folic acid, with raw cheese going in the oven. Okay. That sucker's cooking. Wow. I think I left it a little long on the fat cap, but we'll be alright. These potatoes are getting pretty close. Pretty close. I usually wait till they're nice brown and crispy. Just like this guy right here. They don't always cook evenly, so I just wait till the majority of them are like this. Can you guys hear me alright? How's my audio? It's my first time streaming in the kitchen. Normally, it's on my gaming setup, so we got a new rig going on here. It's getting real smoky in there with that steak. You guys are going to see a cloud come out when I pull this lid. I'm gonna go feed my dog real quick. I've been feeding him raw beef. I figured it's better if they put all kinds of crap in human food. I can't imagine what they're putting in the dog food. So this, I imagine, is a lot better than the kibble. At least I know that it's 100% beef. And good beef, too. Restocking my little baggie here. Usually defrost four of them at a time for him. He's already done. Ain't that right, boy? He deleted that burger. You know what else I could add to this meal? Let's add some liver in here. I've been I get it frozen, and I just cut off a little sliver. Usually I toss it in the cast iron, but you know what? That might work with potatoes. Might work with potatoes. I'm just going to toss it in there at the bottom. Get a stir first. Oh yeah, we need a stir. And you can eat liver raw, so it's one of those things you can't really, or you cook it quick, just a little bit on each side. You don't want to overdo it. Alright, this steak's ready for a flip. You ready for the smoke cloud? Woo! Oh, yeah. Okay. I need another cast iron. I don't love the way that looks, but it is what it is. I only got one cast iron for now. But we're cooking up. We're cooking up. Dinner's almost ready. A little salt for the liver. More for the potatoes. I'm gonna hit them again with cayenne pepper, just cause. What up, you guys? Thanks for hanging. Any questions about cooking, health, diet, fitness, mindset? Dinner's almost ready though, so few more minutes on this steak. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this liver. Oh yeah, it cooks super fast. I think these potatoes are about done. Hit that liver again. I'm excited. I'm excited. For those of you that just joined, we got some mango, Cosmic Crisp apples, avocado, organic potatoes, raw liver, grass-fed, grass-finished New York strip. And then in the oven, we got some sourdough with raw cheese on top. This is how we do it around here. We go hard in the kitchen because I love food and I love good, healthy food. These are all one ingredient foods. Potato, beef, avocado, apple. Sourdough has 3 ingredients: water, wheat, salt, and raw cheese, baby. Yeah, these taters are done. Just in time. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that liver out. That's how fast it cooks. Like a couple minutes on each side is borderline too much. Remember, you can eat it raw, so just a little searing on each side. Steak is looking good. Oh baby, check out this sourdough. Woo-wee! With the melted raw cheese, I like that. I like that. Wow. One more minute for the steak and we're done. Go ahead and add our piece of liver. Go ahead and move this guy too. Boom. Whew. This meal is coming together nicely. Just waiting for the steak and taters. Normally I let my steaks rest covered in foil for another 5 minutes, but I think this guy's good to go. I'll let it sit there just for a bit. Go ahead and add a scoop of taters. These are healthy French fries right here, everybody. Organic potatoes cooked in bacon grease. Check that out. That's what I'm talking about. This is my post-workout meal, so we're about to grub hard. Grub hard. Alright, and that's it, everybody. The meal is complete. check it out. This is dinner for tonight. We got organic avocado, organic Cosmic Crisp apples, organic mango, organic potatoes cooked in bacon grease, grass-finished New York strip cooked in grass-fed beef tallow, and some grass-fed liver, homemade sourdough with some raw cheese. Thank you guys for hanging. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And smash a like if you got some value from this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, y'all.